Well, it is April 15th, and that means it's time to file your taxes if you've been putting that off.
You've got until midnight, and tax day also could mean scammers might try to steal your money. Nobody wants that. News Channel 5's Blake Rosnowski in the 5 Alert Center with what you need to know this morning. And, how can we protect ourselves when we file online, Blake?
Well, Amy and Adam, it's important that you're being careful when you are filing online, because if you're not, you could be potentially opening up your personal and financial information to scammers. If you saved your taxes until the last minute, it's important to make sure the device you're filing on is up to date on all of the latest security software to avoid you getting attacked by hackers. Never use public Wi-Fi, only a Wi-Fi you trust. If you're using an online service, make sure it is a reputable one. It's also important to note the IRS is never going to call you or email you without first contacting you by the mail. So if you do get a call or an email, especially if they're asking for your personal information or for money, it is probably a scam. Now, if you are filing today, you may want to expect that you could get a smaller refund. Now, that's not to say you're paying more in taxes. Actually, you likely are paying less, but you just got that in smaller increments due to that new tax code change, and that was on each of your paychecks that you just might not have noticed quite as much. Live at the 5 Alert Center, Blake Rosnowski, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Blake. And new this morning, an argument over a parking space ends with a man stabbed several times. It happened last night at an apartment complex on Buchanan Street, just off Dr. D.B. Todd Boulevard in North Nashville. Officers say two men got into a fight about a parking spot when one of them pulled a knife and stabbed the other multiple times in the back. The attacker ran off and has not been caught. The victim was taken to the hospital for treatment. A third person is arrested in connection to the murder of a Clarksville man last May. Officers say Corbin Mines was booked into the Montgomery County Jail after being brought back from Virginia Sunday. He's charged with felony murder and especially aggravated burglary. Police say Andrew Young was killed last May on Post Road. Several people entered the home for what was believed to be a robbery. Young was killed in the process, and police tell us more arrests are expected.
Governor Lee's school voucher proposal faces some backlash from parents and teachers all across the state, and today those opponents are heading to the steps of the state capitol. Take a live look right here. The governor's plan would create education savings accounts for students who attend schools in a district with 3 or more schools among the bottom 10%. Starting at 3:30, opponents of this plan will head over to the Capitol to have their voices heard. One of their arguments is that the money would be better spent on improving public schools. It's a disease that touches the lives of millions of people, and one Nolensville couple is putting together an event to help families in their community fighting cancer. And as News Channel 5's Sina Saleem reports, it's a battle they both know all too well.
Well, I don't really know where to start.
Throughout the home of Elmer and Anna Hill, you can find an array of art pieces.
Season 7 voice winner. This is his piece. It's called Native Warrior.
Altogether, there are 127 donated art pieces, mostly created by artists who have had cancer or know someone who has it.
He went through cancer.
Elmer and Anna know all too well the hardships cancer can bring. Elmer is a survivor of thyroid cancer, and his wife Anna is a breast cancer survivor.
One of the hardest things I ever had was when Anna was going through her cancer treatment. Seeing someone you love so much hurt is hard.
They considered themselves lucky. According to the CDC, Tennessee has one of the highest cancer death rates compared to the rest of the country.
And we sort of got the idea of maybe we could raise some money by getting people to donate art pieces and photograph.
Through the organization Roundup for Nolensville, they were able to put together this silent auction known as Art from the Heart.
We just know what we went through and all the help that we got from friends and neighbors, and now we just want to pay back.
Proceeds will go towards helping other Nolensville residents battling cancer.
But if we can help alleviate some of that daily concern and just let them focus on getting well, take their mind off a simple thing about getting their house clean, getting